Morning children, welcome back to Maths Track 1 revision session. Okay, first of all I would like to tell the instructions how to write your exam and everything. Okay, first as soon as we have send the as soon as we will send the question paper, that means in the group we are sending the question paper for 20 marks track 1 and 20 marks search 1. Okay, so total 40 marks. So first to 20 marks, that is track 1, which I am sending myself, maybe you all know. So that track 1 answer sheets, that means answer scripts, you have to send to me only. Okay, through PDF or documents or pics, no problem, but send it in order children. Page number you write clearly on the top of the question answer sheet, page number 1, 2, so on so. Okay, the next thing is you have to read the question paper at least twice. You have to read the question paper at least twice, then solve it. So by seeing the question, all will feel anxiety that I know this question I will write very well. But once you started doing, when you apply, that means when you keep a pen on a paper, the pen will not move. So don't do such type of things. Read the paper at least twice and then start writing. And first which one you know, you write clearly. And for MCQs, multiple choice questions, what will you do? Write clearly. If it is A only write. If it is B, B. If it is C, C. But don't write A and again don't write the answer in the bracket. Simply A, B, C, whichever your answer will be that. But don't write again first answer A in the bracket 2 or 3 something. Don't write like that. Simply first one option A, B, C, D in that one. So B, like this. Simple way. Okay. But before 6 o'clock you have to send to the paper to your concerned teacher. Okay. Now still after this revision class, if you have any doubts, okay, you can even attend for the Google Meet also. There also will be clarified. Okay children. Now coming to our PA1 assessment, homeschooling assessment, our first chapter is, that is syllabus, rational numbers according to track 1. Okay. So in a simple way we will do revision here. The chapter name is rational numbers. Okay, the chapter name is rational numbers, which is there in the PA1. Now rational numbers means what? So before knowing the rational numbers, we have to know first natural numbers. In simple way I am telling you, because already we discussed in the class. So natural numbers means the numbers which begins from 1 to infinity. Okay, and it is denoted with the letter N, capital N. Whereas whole numbers means the numbers which begins from 0 to infinity. Okay, and it is denoted with the letter W. And coming to the integers, that is the set of negative numbers and whole numbers together, means whole numbers and negative numbers together forms an integers. Or you can write the numbers which are both positive and negative including 0. So in that way also you can write. So you can write in this way: 0 plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, so on. Next, coming to rational numbers, that is our topic now. So rational numbers means the numbers which are in the form of P by Q, no need of this. The numbers which are in the form of P by Q, where P comma Q belongs to Z and Q not equals to 0. Okay, in one more question they may ask you, what is this symbol? The symbol means nothing but belongs to. Okay, the symbol is nothing but belongs to. That means the numerator and denominator belongs to Z. That means integers. Now, coming to the last one, that is Q dash. Q dash is nothing but irrational numbers. Q dash is nothing but irrational numbers. Means the numbers which are not in the form of P by Q. are not in the form of P by Q, and where P comma Q belongs to Z and Q not equals to 0. And you all know, children, very well, Q not equals to 0 means what? Suppose I am giving you one example here. Suppose 2 by 3 is a rational number. Suppose here P is this one, that is numerator, and Q is denominator. Suppose in some cases the denominator is 0. So my question is it 2 by 0 is a rational number or not? We can say simply that it is not defined, because I told you in the earlier classes that 0 by anything is 0 by anything is 0. That is nothing but a rational number. But whereas anything by 0 is not defined. Okay. So this is about the rational numbers. That means the complete topic is only about rational numbers. Now here we have some properties like closure property, commutative or commutativity, okay, associativity or anything. Next, distributive property. Next, role of 0. Sixth one, role of 1, etc. Okay, so these are the 6 major properties to know about the basing on rational numbers, that is closure, commutative, associative, distributive, and role of 0 and role of 1. Okay children, up to here it is clear. Okay children, now if you clearly observe here, closure property is given. If you take any two numbers and if you add, you will get some other number. That means A and B are any two rational numbers, you will get some other rational number. Okay, that means if you read the textbook clearly, because here we are explaining the revision, no, like closure property, commutative property, associative, distributive, and everything. But if you read the textbook, even you can learn addition, means closure property and addition, multiplication, subtraction, and division. All these 4 operations. So once if you read all these 4 operations, no children, then you can write easily the book which was given for you, that is worksheet book. That's what I am telling you. I will send the key for that. It's not a problem. But your duty means I am telling you my sincere request. Actually, teacher should not request a student, but still I am telling you, it's my sincere request, children. First, practice complete textbook. Okay, underline each and every point. I am telling once again the same thing. Maybe you feel bored that sir is telling always read the textbook. Now you not know, after some days or after some classes, means when you grown up to other classes, then you will be knowing the value of that, the way of reading the textbook. Okay, so listen very carefully. So read the textbook clearly and start writing the exercise part, that means exercise 1.1 and 1.2, without the knowledge of any classwork book or any homework book. Then once you started doing like that, once you check it where you are, if you are able to do that without touching the CW or my video or everything, because already you know everything, so then when you are able to do that sum, then you will be in number 1 position in maths. I am telling you. Okay, so like that you have to practice, children. Okay, the next thing is, after practicing, not simply leaving that, if you want you can try another sums. You just go for the Google and so many questions will be coming. Rational numbers, extra questions you type, definitely you'll get number of questions. Okay, practice like that. But our NCERT workbook is more than enough. That is very beautiful book and the concept is very clear. If you read the textbook, then you can answer that worksheet without seeing, then you are perfect. I am telling you. Okay, now here why I am telling you means, here A plus B equal to C, closure property, We have another operation also, that is A into B equal to C, and A divided by B equal to C, and whereas A minus B equal to C. There are plus, minus, into, division, 4 operations. So every property have 4 operations, but these 4 operations, if you want to know this, not simply by hearting, children, take some examples of A value something, B value something. Then once check it, apply here what is A and B. Okay, so almost all closure property you all know. So once if you apply and see, then whether you are getting closure property holds or not, that means it's satisfied or not. Similarly, commutative property. Again, what is coming to commutative property? What? A plus B equals to B plus C. That means vice versa. Sorry, A plus B equal to B plus A. That is vice versa. A plus B equal to B plus A. If you add in any order, definitely you are going to get the same answer. But when you are going to get the same answer, when the symbol plus or when the symbol minus is there, or when the symbol into is there, or when the symbol division is there, like that, if you take any examples, some A value something, B value something, if both LHS and RHS are equal, so you can understand that commutative property holds addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. Any one of these or all 4 of the operations may also satisfy. So like that you have to check it. Now coming to associative property, you all know A plus B plus C equals to A plus B plus C. So similarly we have again minus plus operation, minus operation, into multiplication operation and division operation for these 3. Now coming to distributive property, here if you clearly observe distributive property, addition or multiplication, that is A into B plus C. Okay, multiplication or addition. So that is A into B plus A into C. And similarly we have even subtraction or multiplication. A into B minus C, that is A into B minus A into C. So like that we have a distributive property. Now what is this roll of 0? Means roll of 0 means what? That means if you add any number to the 0, you are going to get the same number. Roll of 0 means what? If you add, suppose here 2 plus 0, you are going to get 2, or 0 plus 2, you are getting the same answer. That means, so 0 plus additive identity, because it is a plus. So 0 is also called as, roll of 0 is also called as additive identity. Why it is additive identity? Means if you add any number to the 0, you are going to get the same answer. So that's why we call it as additive identity. Okay. Next, coming to the roll of 1. That means if you multiply any number with 1, you are going to get the same answer. Similarly, if you multiply 1 with any number, you are going to get the same answer. So this is called multiplicative identity. Okay. So roll of 0 is also called as additive identity, and roll of 1 is also called as multiplicative identity. Okay children, now see here about your reciprocal. Reciprocal in the sense, suppose if I given the fraction as 1 by 2. So they ask the question, what is the reciprocal of 1 by 2? What will you write? 2 by 1. But in another way they ask the question to check whether 1 by 2 is the reciprocal of 2 by 1, means just multiply these two children. So 1 by 2 into 2 by 1. If you multiply, the reciprocal of 1 by 2 is 2 by 1. If you multiply these two, you have to get always answer 1. Okay, you have to get always 1. So that is also called as multiplicative inverse. Okay, a roll of 0 is called multiplicative identity, roll of 1 is called additive identity, but here reciprocal is also called as multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse. Okay. Now next what one you have? Again additive inverse. Now coming to the additive inverse. Suppose here I am writing 3 by 5. Here I gave the question 3 by 5. So what is the additive inverse of 3 by 5 means? Just same answer but with negative symbol. Same answer with negative symbol. So this is called additive inverse. So how can you say that it is an additive inverse? How can you say that it is called an additive inverse? See here. Add these two children, 3 by 5 plus of minus 3 by 5. Okay. What you are going to get the answer, children, always? If you clearly observe here, you will get 0. Why? Because plus 3 by 5 minus 3 by 5 get cancelled. So that's why 0 is also called as additive inverse. Okay. That means, 0 is called multiplicative identity. 0 is called multiplicative identity. But here I am talking about additive inverse. Additive inverse means the number which he has given, if you convert into additive inverse, if you add those two, you should get the answer 0. Then it is called additive inverse. Okay. Before that, excuse children, that is 0 I told something there. Okay. There role of 0 means what? Role of 0 means multiplicative identity. Why? Because you are multiplying, 0 means what? Your additive identity. 0 is called additive identity. Why? Because you are adding to any number to the 0. You are adding any number to the 0. You are going to get the same. That means 3 plus 0. That means you are adding any number to the 0. You are getting same answer. So that's why 0 is called additive identity and 1 is called multiplicative identity. But here comparing with these two are entirely different. Reciprocal means just the number which he has given, the numerator changes to denominator and denominator changes to numerator changes to numerator. No symbols, no problem, nothing. Suppose minus 5 by 6 is there. That means the question now reciprocal of minus 5 by 6 is 6 by 5. That means here symbol is not at all changing. Okay, symbol is not at all changing. But after getting the multiplicative inverse, if you multiply these two children, you are going to get the answer 1. See here, minus 5 by 6 into minus 6 by 5. So 5 get cancelled, 6 get cancelled, 1. So minus into minus plus 1. Whereas additive inverse, if you take any number, not only 3 by 5, suppose if you take a 5, okay, so 5 is nothing but you can write minus 5, okay, it's because 5 by 1 is a rational number. If nothing is there, you can write 1 and you can convert this one into rational number also. But if you add the additive inverse of 5, that means that is minus 5. If you add these two, you are going to get always the answer is 0. Okay, so that is called additive inverse. That means if they ask any question, that means what is the additive inverse of 5 means, you have to write minus symbol, just opposite symbol of that, the given question. Okay children, next. Okay children, now practice all the sums which has given in the textbook exercise 1.1 and 1.2. That means finding the rational numbers between two rational numbers and how to draw a number line and everything. Now you have several doubts basing on worksheet. If you open worksheet 1, that means it is entirely comparing with just now what I explained. Closure, whole numbers are closed under addition and multiplication. I think no one have doubt this one, because all told us we can do it worksheet 1, because I got so many messages. Worksheet 1, 2, 3 are very easy sir, we can do it. But in that worksheet 3, I have one some means some children have some doubt. Worksheet 3, 5th question. Worksheet 3, 5th question. All of you open page number 7 there. Is it page number 7? Yes, page number 7. The 5th question is, verify that minus of minus x equals to x. Okay. So minus of minus x is equals to x, and he has given the one question, that is 7 by 16. Okay, I just explain one sum, the remaining you can do it. So first write the solution, that is minus of minus x is equals to x. Now take this one as the x value, children. So minus of minus 7 by 16 equals to, this x value is 7 by 16. Minus into minus plus 7 by 16 equals to 7 by 16. Both LHS equals to RHS. So when both are equal, you can write simply here, hence verified. Hence verified. Okay. Next, again one more child asked based on worksheet number 4. Worksheet number 4, second question there. The sum of two zeros is the sum of two numbers is minus 5 by 3. If one of the number is 4, what is the other number? That means, see here children, sum means what actually? Sum means plus. Sum means their plus. Sum of two numbers. Here I am telling you, if you add these two numbers, it seems you are going to get the answer minus 5 by 3. Is it clear, children? When you add these two numbers, you are going to get minus 5 by 3. But it is very unfair without giving at least one clue also. That means out of two, compulsory one should be known. అంటే ఒకటి కంపల్సరీ మనకు తెలియాలి. We have to know. Okay? ఇద్దరికి there are two numbers కాబట్టి కంపల్సరీ ఒకరు మనకి తెలియాలి. Without knowing one, we cannot find the other. Okay? So that's why now they have to give you compulsory one number. Here that's why he gave one of the number is minus 4. In this two, he gave one number is minus 4. Only again you can get out, sir, why can't I write here? You can write, no problem. But here again what happened? We don't know the other number. So we will take that number as x. That means now our target is, that means our aim is to find the x value. Okay, so x equals to minus 5 by 3. Now this minus 4 will transposition, that means it's changing the position. So minus 4 will become a plus 4 by 1. Now we can find the LCM here, 3 and 1 3, and 3 table 3 ones 1 5 plus 1 times 3, 1 table 3, 3 4s are 12. Okay, so now by 3, so 12 minus 5 is 7, so 7 by 3. Okay, if you observe children, just I explained here, but the process and everything I have wrote in the worksheet, so go through that. Okay children. Next, in that only third sum, in that only third question, if you observe, read the question in meanwhile. In that third question is what? Find the area of a rectangular field. Find the area of a rectangular field which is 21 2 by 3 meters long and 9 3 by 5 meters broad. They both are given in mixed fraction. First change it into proper fraction. So here what he asked, first మనం క్వశ్చన్ క్లియర్గా అర్థం చేసుకోవాలండి. మన లాంగ్వేజ్లో మనం క్వశ్చన్ క్లియర్గా అర్థం చేసుకుంటే ఎనీ సమ్, వాట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ సమ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గివెన్, వీ కెన్ డూ వెరీ క్లియర్లీ. సో ఫైండ్ ద ఏరియా ఆఫ్ రెక్టాంగులర్ ఫీల్డ్. Actually, area of rectangular field, when they ask, immediately you have to write the formula area equals to L into B. And in your mind you have to get the formula L into B. Now, in that, length is given. That means long is nothing but length. That is how much is given? 21 2 by 3 meters. When they are given compulsory units, you have to write. Otherwise, you will get half mark for that. And next, whereas breadth also is given children, that is 9 3 by 5 meters. So when they are given in mixed fraction, then convert into proper fraction here. So 21 into 3. Okay, you all know 3 1s are 3 2s are plus 2. So 65 by 3. Now similarly 5 9s are 45 plus 3, 48 by 5. Now what is there in that? Area of a rectangle formula. Area of a rectangle equals to What is area of rectangle formula? You all know very well. L into B. That means we have to multiply these two. 65 by 3 into 48 by 5. And I told number of times you have to know the tables very clearly. Without knowing the tables and the cancellations you cannot do at all. See here now. 348 because 3 table 48 will come. 3 ones, 3 16s. In 5 table 5 ones, 5 13s. So now you got 13 into 16. Okay children? So if you multiply 13 into 16, I think you will get 208 like that. 3 6s are 18, 1, 3 1s are 3 plus 4, 1 6s are 6, 1 1s are 1, 8. Okay, 208. As I told you that 208 m into m. That means m into m is nothing but m square. Square compulsory because m into m is m square. Square units, or you can write square units. So without writing units, if you attempt the sum, we'll cut half mark in the examinations. Okay. So this is there in the worksheet number 4. Okay. Now you may have doubt in that also. Fourth sum. In that fourth sum, one check children. By what number should minus 4 by 35 be multiplied to get 8 by 105? See here, as I told you now, if you know the concept, that means English man baga ardhamaithe, not only maths, science, social, everything you can do very easily. Here the question is given, by what number, a number should minus 4 by 5 be multiplied? Adi dento multiply cheste, you are going to get 8 by 105. 8 by 105. So here the given number is minus 4 by 35. If you take some number as x, that should be multiplied with this, then you are going to get 8 by 105 it seems. So here we don't know the number which should be multiplied here. We have taken as x. So x equals to now 8 by 105, and this is minus 4 by 35 will go as minus 35 by 4, reciprocal, because here it is into. So into will go that side, means it's a reciprocal. Now if you have any chance, you can do cancellation. Okay children? If you clearly observe here, 4 ones, 4 twos, and 35 ones, 35 threes. So here minus is there, so minus 2 by 3 the value of x. Okay? The x is means minus 2 by 3. So with minus 2 by 3 if you multiply, you are going to get 8 by 105. Okay? Next. Now, worksheet number 5. All told that it's very easy, worksheet number 5. And even 6 also they told very easy. And all did also. And coming to the worksheet 7, they have 1 and 2 doubts, remaining all are easy. They told, sir, please explain me 1 and 2. I told for them, I'll explain at the time of revision. Okay? Now listen very carefully, worksheet number 7, that is 1 and 2 sums now. As I told you that always read the question at least twice, then you'll understand the concept. Okay. So many of the children have sent me, sir, please explain me 1 and 2 questions from worksheet number 7. I told only same answer for all. You know that what I told. In the revision class definitely I am going to explain. Now as I promised, now I am explaining. All of you ready with that application based questions, that also here very clearly. That's why you may not get. That is what I am telling you. If you understand the English language in your own language, you can do any sum. See here. If 1 by 5 of a number is subtracted from 1 by 2 of the number. If 1 by 5 of a number is subtracted from, I told many times Andy for you. Suppose subtract, the question is subtract 2 from 8. The meaning is what? Subtract 2 from 8 means not 2 minus 8. From 8. And according to our language, 8 minus 2. So 8 minus 2, that is 6. Similarly, here also they given, if 1 by 2 of a number is subtracted from 1 by 2 of the number, comma, the difference is, that means both the difference is 5 less than 1 by 3 of the same number. Find the number. This type of questions till the end you have to read, because at last compulsory for this type of questions they'll ask you what is that number, what is that number only. So always take the number as x or y or as you like, whichever the variable you like. Okay. So until unless the end of the question if you read, you will get one concept, that is find the number. So we don't know that number. So that number we will take it as x. So worksheet 7, first one. Let the number equals to, I am explaining only children, and the working part I am giving in the notes. That means worksheet key I am sending. So let the number equals to x. Now what he has given, 1 by 5 of a number. 1 by 5 of a number means 1 by 5 into x. And 1 by 2 of a number means 1 by 2 into x. 1 by 5 of a number means 1 by 5 into x. 1 by 2 of a number means 1 by 2 into x. But what happened? 1 by 5 of a number is subtracted from 1 by 2x. That means 1 by 2x minus 1 by 5 of x. That is the question he has given. Subtracted from 1 by 2x. So 1 by 2 of that number and that number means x. So 1 by 2x minus 1 by 5x. So this is the difference now. Now this difference is equals to 5 less than, that means the difference is, again this difference is equals to, the difference is 5 less than 1 by 3 of the same number. 5 less than 1 by 3 of that number. When he has, if you observe clearly 5 less than, and you can write like this, 1 by 3x minus 5. That 5 దీనికన్నా చిన్నదేంది. Understood? 5 1 by 3x కన్నా చిన్నదని అర్థం. 5 less than 1 by 3x అంటే 1 by 3x కన్నా 5 చిన్నది. So how will you write in algebraic expressions way? 1 by 3x minus 5. So you can write there equals to 1 by 3x, because here 1 by 3x minus 5. Listen very carefully now. According to the question, 1 by subtract 1 by 5 of a number, sorry 1 by 2 of a number, 1 by 5 of a number is subtracted from, the question is, if 1 by 5 of a number, 1 by 5 of a number into 1 by 5 into x is subtracted from 1 by 2 into x. And these two are subtracted. So 1 by 2x minus 1 by 5x. Okay. Then next what is given? The difference is, difference is less than 5 less than 1 by 3 of that number. The 5 less than 1 by 3 of a number can be written as 1 by 3x minus 5. Now from here you all know very well. You just simplify it. Bring all x one side. 1 by 2x minus 1 by 5x plus 1 by 3 will becomes this side, means 1 by 3x equals to minus 5. Now find the LCM for 2, 5, 3. 2 5 is 10, 10 3 is 30. Okay. So 2 table 15, 15x minus 5 table 6, 6 into 6x plus minus 3 table 10, 10 into x, 10x equals to minus 5. And you all know what to do here. Okay. So do that simplification. Okay. And the simplification is given very clearly in the worksheet. Because only you need explanation how to write how to frame an equation first. If you know this framing of an equation, the sum is very easy. Okay. Next, coming to the second question in that. Okay, children. See the second question in that. Once read out that question in your mind. A student was asked to divide a number by 5 by 4. Once again, see, until unless as I told you that read at least twice. A student was asked to divide a number by 5 by 4 by mistake. By mistake. అంటే చూడండి, మనం క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎగ్జామ్ రాసినప్పుడు లేదంటే హోంవర్క్ చేసినప్పుడు క్లాస్ వర్క్ చేసినప్పుడు పైన 2 ఉండేస్తే మనం 3 రాయొచ్చు బై మిస్టేక్. 4 ఉంటే 5 రాయొచ్చు, లేదా 4 ఉంటే 6 రాయొచ్చు. మీన్స్ ఓవర్లుక్ ఆర్ బై మిస్టేక్ అంటే ఛాన్సెస్. We don't write always, but sometimes we are humans కాబట్టి we will do some mistakes. సో అది ఎప్పుడో once in a while, సో ఎప్పుడో ఒకసారి రాస్తుంటాం అలా. ఓకే, సో బై మిస్టేక్ వాట్ he wrote means, by mistake he divided the given number by 4 by 5. His answer exceeds the correct answer by 54. Find the number. You did not understand the question, no? Once again I am reading the question. Listen very carefully. A student was asked to divide a number by 5 by 4. అంటే okay, a student asked to divide a number by 5 by 4. Full stop. By mistake అంటే అనుకోకుండా, by mistake he divided the given number by 4 by 5. ఓకే, యాక్చువల్గా 5 by 4తో డివైడ్ చేయవలసింది, బై మిస్టేక్ వాట్ చేసేవాడు 4 by 5తో డివైడ్ చేసాడు. ఓకే, అప్పుడు ఏమైంది, వాట్ హ్యాపెన్, హిజ్ ఆన్సర్ ఎక్సీడ్స్ టు ద కరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్ బై 54. ఎక్సీడ్స్ అంటే మోర్. సో వాట్ హీఈస్ థింకింగ్, అనుకున్న దానికన్నా 54 ఎక్స్ట్రా వచ్చేసిందంట. దట్ ఈస్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్. అంటే క్వశ్చన్కి మీనింగ్ అది. ఓకే, నౌ సీ, ఇఫ్ ఐ పుట్ now this marker on a board, now we'll understand. The student was asked to divide a number by 5 by 4. We don't know that number. That number you have to take always x. So student asked to divide a number. Okay, divide means divide symbol by 5 by 4. So that means x divided by 5 by 4. But by mistake what happened? He divided the given number, ante ee number, this number, he divide by mistake, అంటే 5 by 4తో డివైడ్ చేయవలసింది he did with 4 by 5. He did with 4 by 5. So x divided by 5 by 4. So by mistake he divided with 4 by 5. Then what happened? Actual answer will become the correct answer. 54 extra వచ్చేసింది. సో దీనికి 54 extra వచ్చేసింది, దీనికన్నా 54 extra వచ్చేసింది. ఓకే, నౌ x divided by 5 by 4 అంటే x into 5 by 4 reciprocal 4 by 5 plus 54 x into 5 by 4. Now 4 into x, 4x by 5 plus 54 5 into x, 5x by 4. Now bring all x to one side and send the number to that side. And if you do simplify, you are going to get the answer for x, that is the number. Okay, is it clear? Okay, so and remaining everything is easy, children. Do one thing, if any doubt still, you can meet me in Google Meet today at 3 to 3:45. Okay, and track 1 is 3 to 3:45, track 2 morning session, that is one 11 to 11:45. Okay, GK sir's Google Meet is 11 to 11:45. My Google Meet is 3 to 3:45, 45 minutes. Okay, actually half an hour, but exams, so we extended 15 minutes. So there 15, there 15. So one more half an hour extra for you both. Okay, so no problem. Walk out like anything. Any doubts till before 3 o'clock, you can write in one book and ask me in the Google Meet. Okay, but the thing is, attempt the questions, each and every question, and I am telling you frankly, children, I am not satisfied at all with your handwriting. I am not at all satisfied with the way you are writing in the notes. I have seen many of the notes you have brought for the correction during the correction time, but I observed only hardly 1 or 2 children have neat handwriting. Okay, draw the margin, neat handwrite, draw the margin properly and attempt each and every question with the proper question number. Okay children, have a nice day. Okay, again we'll meet after all the exams complete. Okay.